This is exciting, isn't it? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have much pleasure in announcing that contestant number 1 in the Domain Golden Gavel Rising Star auctioneering competition is Amelia Langhans. Amelia.
People don't ask you what type of house you live in, they ask you where do you live. And in Adelaide, if that location doesn't end in park, then you're temporarily camping. Good morning, my name's Amelia Langhans, and it's my pleasure to be your auctioneer for 8 Ford Avenue, Torrens Park. We are offering the property under the Joint Real Estate Institute and Society of Auctioneers appraisals and terms and conditions of sale. These conditions, along with the contract and Form 1, have been on display for the last 3 clear business days and on site for the last 30 minutes. The property being approved land situated and known as Allotment 25 in Depositor Plan 2653 in the area named Torrens Park, and the 100 of Adelaide, comprising the whole of the land in Certificate of Title, Volume 5708-716. Known to you and me as 8 Ford Avenue, Torrens Park, South Australia 5062. As per the contract, included in the sale are all fixtures, vendors, fittings and improvements on the land. The 1920s iconic chess lounge is excluded, but the framed picturesque views to the sea, they stay. The standard conditions of auction apply as binding contractual conditions. Any person may bid subject to the conditions of auction. The property is being offered subject to a reserve price. I may make 3 bids on behalf of the vendor, up to but not including the reserve price, and those bids will be declared as vendor bids. I may refuse a bid that is not in the best interest of the vendor. The highest bidder at or above the reserve price will be the purchaser. I will not accept a bid made after the fall of the hammer. At the fall of the hammer, the property will be at the risk of the purchaser, and the purchaser will be required to sign the contract and pay a deposit of 10% of the purchase price, with balance due in cash at settlement on Friday, the 14th of June 2019. Cooling off does not apply to a sale by auction. If we have reached the reserve price, I will call the property 3 times. If there is no further bidding, the hammer will come straight down. Don't hold back with your bidding, or you run the risk of losing the property. In the unlikely event that the reserve price is not met, we will negotiate exclusively with the highest bidder to the exclusion of all others. Now, no matter what faith or political persuasion, the garden was Peter's labour of love, as is evident from the manicured lawn to the mature palm trees. And if being a green thumb isn't your thing, you can always enjoy a conservative cocktail on the stunning pool deck. While you may not win friends talking politics, you'll never know how many friends you've got to have a pool. The original architectural home is still standing as proud as the day it was built, with beautiful Carey Gully stone, feature walls, and they don't make homes like this anymore. Take national pride loitering around the letterbox. You'll be sure to impress talking to your neighbours on a first name basis. Although Scotch College is metres from the door, with Scott the orthopaedic surgeon at number 12, and Sarah the CEO across the road at number 3, and Bill the barrister next door, you can learn a lot more on the street than in the classroom. The Ed is only a 3-minute Uber away on a Saturday night, and thankfully the Mitcham Hills Church is only 2 minutes away on Sunday to repent your transgressions. This is a magnificent lifestyle property to call home for many years to come. Are there any questions?
Yes, Ms. Auctioneer, the purchaser is required to take insurance cover from the fall of the hammer. Why?
Because you have an interest in the property, and that's to cover your interest in that property up until settlement day. Thank you very much for your question. Are you registered to bid today?
Yes, I am.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Yes?
I've spoken to the council and they will accept an application
today we are offering the price of the house without GST. Thank you very much for your question. Are you registered to bid today? Best of luck. Okay, what do we have to get us away? Do we have an opening bid or offer? Anyone like to make a start? I can make a suggestion if you like.
300,000.
Okay, I was going to suggest something a little higher, but at 300,000 we have with bidder number 1. Thank you very much. At 300,000 we have. How about another 300,000 or so to take us up to 600,000? At 300 we have with bidder number 1. I'll take 100 if you like to take us up to 400,000. We have 300,000 with bidder number 1. Or I can take a 50,000. Do we have 50,000 to take us up to 350? Okay, I'm actually going to make a bid on behalf of the vendor. And so that will sit with me at 600,000. So 600 is with me on behalf of the vendor. Do we have a 10 or?
I'll give you 550.
Okay, I'll take 550,000. Thank you. I retract my vendor bid and 550,000 with bidder number 2 at the back. At 550,000 we have with bidder number 2. At 550, I'll take another 10. I beg your pardon?
10,000.
10,000. At 560, thank you, with bidder number 3. At 560,000 we have 570. At 570 we have now with bidder number 1. At 570, do we have another 10 to take us to 580? At 580 now with bidder number 3. Thank you very much. At 580, do we have another 10?
Same for me.
590 now at 590,000 with bidder number 1.
And again.
At 600, there we go. Thank you very much, bidder number 2. At 600,000 with bidder number 2. Another 10 at 610 now we have with bidder number 1. At 610,000.
Me too.
620. Thank you very much, bidder number 2. At 620,000. We have another 10 to take us to 630. At 620,000. Going once, twice, third.
Ridiculous. I'll give you 640.
Thank you very much. Bidder number 4 at 640,000. At 640,000 we have with bidder number 4. We have another 10 to take us to 650.
5,000.
At 645 we have now. Thank you very much. At 645.
Same for me.
At 650 now with bidder number 1. 650.
And again.
655 with bidder number 2. At 655,000.
5,000.
Another 5. At 660 we have 660 and with bid and on my left. Do we have another 5 to take us to 665? At 660, going once, twice, third and final call. At
Ms. Auctioneer, I'll give you 700,000 now if you'll accept that, take no further bidding and knock it down to me.
I'd love to take the 700,000, and that'll be a very good bid, but I can't close the auction at that point. I'll have to call it through 3 times.
I'll
Would you
withdraw
still
the
like?
bid. Withdraw the bid then.
Okay, so it's 660 here on my left. At 660 we have. I'll take a 5. At 660.
20,000.
At 680 now down the back. At 680,000 we have. Do we have another 5?
2.5.
At 682.5. At 682.5 at the front. At 682.5. Do I have another 2.5 to take us to 685? At 685 at the back.
2.5.
2.5. At 687.5. At 687.5. Here on my left.
2.5.
685.
Okay, so we're at
685.
85.
Yep.
Okay. At 685,000 we have. Thank you. Another 2.5. 687.5. That's 687.5 we have.
2.5 for me now.
Great. At 690 now. At 690 at the front. Do we have another 1 if you like? At 690 we have. Going once, twice.
25,000.
Thank you very much. It's now at 715. At 715 we have. Nice bold bidding there. At 715.
2.5.
717.5. At 717.5. Going once.
$500.
At 718 we have now at the back. At 718. Going once, twice, third and final.
Me too.
Another 500. Okay, 718.5. That's 718.5 we have. At 718.5. Another half. Thank you very much. 719 now. At 719,000 to the left.
Me too.
719.5. 719.5. Going once, twice, third and final call at $7.19 and a half.
Stop the auction. Will you take $250?
$250?
Yep.
Okay, I prefer 250,000, but I'll take $750 at 7.19 3/4 now at the back. Going once, twice, third and final call, 7.19 3/4. We all quiet? I can announce that the property is officially on the market at 7.19 3/4. First call, second, third and final call at 7.19 3/4 to the gentleman at the back. Sold! Congratulations! Thank you very much to all our registered bidders and attendees today. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come and speak to one of our team. Thank you and have a wonderful day.